seasoned talent. A little bit later in the show, a long look at how the man who produced the worldwide known Tiger Slam.
But first, let's show you this morning. Began to rain in Augusta just after midnight last night. Fans knew umbrellas would be required, and they were prepared. Practice round number 3 went on as scheduled. You know it, these guys went all the testing that they can conduct by themselves. This is the Tiger Man, Tiger Woods, on 18. You know, the golf, maybe the fans weren't so happy to see the rain today, but the golfers were just pleased as anything. It means things are going to be a tad easier.
This course, when it gets, firm and the ball's, rolling everywhere, it can be just a nightmare in terms of, trying to control it and trying to control the golf ball. And right now, it's with the rain, it's not quite as fiery as it was yesterday.
It's going to help the rookies. There's no question about it. I mean, playing some of the shots into the greens where you have to play it so far away and play the breaks and things like that. It's going to take that out of it a little bit. You're going to be able to fire it at the pin a little bit more. And
I think everybody's going to complain about being hard if it's dry, but I think deep down the guys like for it to play challenging. But it's just hard to say. I'm sure that if it doesn't rain a whole lot more, they'll be able to dry the greens out, by the weekend.
And you heard the weathercast from our esteemed professor of weather, Bob.
That's me.
Yes. More rain is on the horizon.
Some of the best laid plans by Augusta National. Bottom line, a soggy track means the new layout will play even longer than the extra 285 yards that they've added, but it's going to be a lot easier, as you heard in those sound bites, firing at those pins and being able to stop that little white ball.
Let's move on to the Wednesday tradition at Augusta National, the 43rd annual Par 3 contest.
Gorgeous corner of Augusta National is this Par 3 layout. And you know what? The fashion theme was on. Fuzzy Zailer, may I borrow this sweater, ma'am, and you make my putt? I'm going to wear it.
Next up is Zinger. He wore a tie today. That's a different look out there, and I think he needed to tuck it in so he wouldn't choke himself on the swing there from the tee.
Those guys adding clothes. Nicholas Fost was disrobing, lost part of his pant leg and shoe because he was in the drink.
And a few cat calls, might I add.
And doesn't like that shot. And they say you drive for dough and you putt for show. Well, you drive for show and you putt for dough, and he's going to use his driver there to finish out on number 9.
Right?
I'll
Hope
get
he
it.
didn't drive like that tomorrow anyways.
He kisses the ball, too.
Up next, after the kiss and the caddy carrying it away, Tiger Woods, his caddy says, no, this Jenks thing, I'm not having it. He throws the head cover there at the shot.
Kids also a big part of the Par 3 competition. You're going to see Craig Perk's cute daughter say, Daddy, I want to sit down. I'm kind of wore out today.
David Thompson, like the ears, the bent look.
He's
like the grass.
He's patrolling. And then who's this here?
That's Chris DeMarco's son. He's got his own pint-sized bag. Then Scott DePlank's daughter, she was slacking off on her duty. She came charging from behind to get the flagstick there for our own Charles Howell.
Caddying for Charles Howell this year, his younger brother Ben, caddying at least in the Par 3 as a payback for a good younger brother who has supported him over the years. And there's a good-looking putt from Charlie on 9.
Hometown fans like that, and I think some other supporters as well. Now to the hole-in-ones. Toshi Izawa, he tied for 4th here last year.
As a
this
rookie.
This one looked off the mark at first, but he started rolling right along. Look at it. Oh, baby.
And if you're thinking that you've heard the last of Toshi Izawa, he can throw this ball away, but he's got no idea that he's got another ball to be throwing in the crowd soon after, because on number 6, the man from Japan, 5 career wins in Japan.
Heat-seeking missile.
That is, oh boy, that's right into the cup. Didn't take long for that. The second man in history for back-to-back hole-in-ones in the Par 3.
Up next, the amateur Ches Reavie out of Arizona State. This is a mulligan, but we want to count it as not. It falls very nicely. Way to go for the amateur.
Great for television. Jerry Pate, speaking of television, works for CBS. The guy that jumped in the drink, 20 years ago at the Players' Championship with scuba gear on. Well, here he is playing in the Par 3, and he still can bring it.
Nice.
Mr. Jerry Pate.
One more to show you Stewart Cink on number 2. Follow this one closely because it went one direction and then said, I'm headed deuce out. Look at that. rounded the corner and came home.
On the day, a record 5 bona fide aces. Kirk Triplett also had one of those bad boys. As for the real nuts and bolts of this playoff,
Well, here's Nick Price here on 9. He sinks nice birdie to tie Mark Calcavecchia. Both are at 5, so we go to extra innings, shall I say. Calc, he doesn't want to have anything to do with it. He says, I'm going to help myself out.
you mean he threw the
He
thing?
puts it in the drink twice. It goes to Nick Price.
Nick Price says, I'll take it, man.
That's right. He's not afraid to lift the crystal hardware there. And after 16 trips to Augusta without a jacket, he's just happy to win something. The good news is I believe 10 par 3 champions have won the Masters at a later date.
Yeah, that's also true. But at 45, I don't know how many more later dates I'm going to have, but I'd just like to play well again this week and have a chance on Sunday. Getting that last 9 holes on Sunday within about 2 or 3 shots of the lead is always the goal here. So, and at least my short game's good. Proved it today.
Do you have what it takes to break the jinx?
I don't know. My game's been pretty good, but I just like to win again. It's been a while since I've won a tournament, so maybe this week. You never know.
They actually made history today. We've never seen 5 hole-in-ones in the par 3 contest.
And as for Nick Price, and I think you said it, Kelly, he's never won a green jacket before, but he does share the 18-hole record at the Masters with Greg Norman. That would be a 9-under 63.
When we come back, the heartwarming story of probably one of the most giving players on the PGA Tour. He's playing tomorrow, but first let's take a look at some round 1 tee times.
News 12 coverage of Masters 2002 is brought to you by Johnson Motor Company. We're a service company that sells great cars and trucks. The smooth, satisfying taste of Michelob Light. And by Eye Physicians and Surgeons of Augusta.
We have always believed in excellence for our patients.
The Eye Guys introduced the latest step in LASIK vision correction.
We insisted on Vizx 6 years ago because they invented laser vision correction.
The Star S3 enhancement tracks eye movement faster than the human hand.
Always excellence means we strive for perfection. This is the latest step.
LASIK vision correction using the Vizx Star S3 from the Eye Guys at Eye Physicians and Surgeons of Augusta. Call for a free evaluation.
We did great. We did great.
No, you're right. We did do great.
We're in really good shape.
Are those the guys who went in after us?
Yeah. I wonder how they did. They've got Michelob Light. I've been playing hoops and my shoulder keeps popping. You get that?
No. Nothing. You say you gonna go up like that?
Yeah, layups.
There's your answer.
Oh, no.
The great taste of Michelob Light makes any occasion seem special.
There are many good reasons to use Busby's Heating and Air Conditioning as your indoor comfort specialist, like our precision tune-up. At Busby's, we conduct a thorough tune-up of your air conditioning system. For just $79, we'll clean the blower section, condenser coil, evaporator coil if accessible, and more. Lower your utility bills and extend the life of your equipment with Busby's precision tune-up for just $79. Busby's, your indoor comfort specialist, serving the CSRA since 1945.
Give Busby's a buzz and we'll be there.
Ford Taurus, a top 10 bestseller. It's got power, it's got safety, and now this special limited time offer, $2,500 cash back. That's right, $2,500 cash back on the vehicle rated America's best family sedan. But hurry, $2,500 cash back ends soon. See your neighborhood Ford dealer now.
Welcome back. It was a year ago today that Augusta National Chairman Hootie Johnson broke the big news to the golf world. Changes would be happening at the golf course during the off-season.
With that news back in his mind, News 12's Richard Rogers sat down with pen and pad and listened to this year's State of the National Address. Here's more.
Well, I think I'd answer that like Mr. Roberts responded to the lady that told him that he had a perfect tournament. He said, "Thank you very much, but we really never get it right." And that may be true with the golf course.
But the changes between this Masters and the next one won't be nearly as dramatic. The club does plan to make the 5th hole tougher. Another big question, what to do about the aging Masters champions who come back here to play year after year. This year the club asked 3 of them not to play. The idea is to make the field stronger.
We made those decisions based on what we thought was in the best interest of the tournament. We do not have a formal policy on that, but we will have one by next year.
Hootie Johnson is the 5th chairman at Augusta National, and he's seen more changes on his watch than any other chairman, including the way people around the world watch the Masters on television. Hootie Johnson says he's also looking forward to the expanded coverage this year on CBS. For the first time ever, you can watch live coverage on all 18 holes, beginning right here on number 1.
The butterflies are fluttering and the wind's blowing, and it's always a challenge. And I think it'll be exciting to see the champion, the leaders tee off on the first hole.
But Johnson says there are some things about this place and this tournament that will never change.
Well, I think the spirit of Bobby Jones, decency, honesty, straightforwardness, courtesy, those are the things that I think are important to us.
And 2 other interesting tidbits. The tourney committee doesn't have any plans for going back to the old formula where a player would earn an automatic spot just by winning a tourney in the months before or after the Masters.
And don't look for Masters memorabilia and clothing to be on the internet anytime soon. Well, it's time for us to let you grab a midnight snack, and when we come back, the story of a man who firmly believes you reap what you sow. Now, more Thursday Pairings.
There comes a time when choosing a bank means more than just ATM locations and toll-free numbers. You want hands-on service, attention to detail, and things done the right way, your way.
Our house was a perfect fit.
Then the baby came.
Georgia Bank and Trust financed our new addition.
They were so attentive.
Guided us the right way.
Made it easy.
You know, I like our hometown bank.
At Georgia Bank and Trust, we've built our bank one solid relationship at a time.
There are many good reasons to use Busby's Heating and Air Conditioning as your indoor comfort specialist, like our precision tune-up. At Busby's, we conduct a thorough tune-up of your air conditioning system. For just $79, we'll clean the blower section, condenser coil, evaporator coil if accessible, and more. Lower your utility bills and extend the life of your equipment with Busby's precision tune-up for just $79. Busby's, your indoor comfort specialist, serving the CSRA since 1945.
Give Busby's a buzz and we'll be there.
America's favorite drive-in invites you to wake up to a brand new taste. Because at Sonic, we're serving a one-of-a-kind breakfast menu. Try one of our new breakfast toaster sandwiches, like our sausage, egg, and cheese with tasty sausage on thick Texas toast. Or grab our awesome breakfast burrito to go. So start your day with something different. Sonic's serving breakfast all day long. Drive into Sonic and have a good morning. Make Sonic your morning drink stop and choose from thousands of drink combinations.
Record new car sales have created a used car shopping bonanza at Thompson, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. Choose from hundreds of extra clean late model trade-ins and lease returns at thousands below book value.
Monthly payments starting at just $169.
Your choice, a 2001 Dodge Neon or 99 Chevy Lumina, just $169. It's a used car bonanza. Every make, every model, all Gold Check certified. If you want to pay more, that's your business. If you want to pay less, that's our business. At Thompson, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, we make buying easy.
Welcome back to News 12's Countdown to the Masters. Congratulations are in order to Mr. Perry tonight at the Writers' Convention downtown. A special honor. Here's more. After 16 years on the PGA Tour, Kenny Perry is still as nice as the boy next door. Perry grew up in Franklin, Kentucky, a small farm town with a population of a little more than 7,000. Needless to say, there weren't many options for golfers.
Growing up in that town, I was raised on a 9-hole golf course and it was private. And to me, I thought it was unfair to have to drive 30 miles in any direction to find a municipal golf course to play for the people there.
So in 1995, Perry did something about it. He bought 142 acres of land in Franklin and designed the only public golf course in the community.
It's nothing fancy, it's just a little, I always kind of consider it more like me. It's kind of, you know, I'm not very polished. I'm a little rough on the outside there, you know, I got a little country boy in me. And, but it's very simple, it's very plain, but yet it's very enjoyable and the atmosphere is really good.
And the atmosphere is good because Perry designed it with the weekend warrior in mind. It only costs $28 to play, cart included, and is designed for the 12 to 30 handicappers.
I built it for the town, and I built it for the people, and the town has responded and they've supported it, which has been neat.
Perry's generosity hasn't gone unnoticed. This week at Augusta, he'll be honored with the Charles Bartlett Award by the Golf Writers Association for his unselfish contributions to society.
That meant more to me than anything I've ever done. You know, I never did those things to receive any kind of praise. I just felt like those things needed to be done.
Perry is definitely an example of the old adage, you get what you give. In 2001, he finished 24th on the money list, surpassing the $1 million single season earnings mark for the first time in his career. Kenny Perry, good guys finish first. And get this, Perry also gives 5% of his earnings to the David Lipscomb University. That's his wife's alma mater. And he's the assistant golf coach for the high school in Franklin.
Wishing Kenny Perry the very best as he takes on the National tomorrow. Let's talk about a guy who we all saw putting one leg in the drink today, playing in the par 3. One of my favorite rookies in the field, Nicholas Fast. The pro sports world needs more men like Sweden's Nicholas Fast. He's polite, cordial, and more than anxious to open up, like on his feelings of admiration for the Masters.
I've been looking forward to eventually play that tournament for many, many years.
Fast qualified with a spectacular second-place finish at the British Open. It sounds like he's got the right mindset and talent package to do well at the National.
Well, I hit it fairly long, and I'm the kind of steady player who makes pars and a few birdies and maybe one a bogey or two, but the steady kind of player, I think, yeah.
Steady enough to earn a spot on the European Ryder Cup team in 2001. But way before his success on the golf course, this Swede logged lots of ice time as a teenager.
I was a hockey player, like all Swedes are, when growing up, and I played for 9 years. And started doing well at golf when I was maybe 16 or 17.
Fast loves to go fast on his dirt motorbike during the off-season. He also likes to hunt moose, although he's yet to nab one. But it's a gift the stork brought recently that has his whole outlook on life reshaped for the better.
If you do have a bad round, it certainly puts things into perspective if you get a smile from your little son afterwards, and I just love that part of it.
Nicholas Fast, the sports world needs more like him. A proud member of the Masters rookie class, of 2002. And for my money, they don't come any nicer than Mr. Nicholas Fost. I think he'd settle for nabbing his first green jacket as opposed to that first moose.
I agree. And how does an Augusta-based television station do a Masters preview show without bringing up the name Tiger Woods? For those of you not up on this kid's resume, here's a quick refresher course.
Unforgettable. That's what you are.
Unforgettable and remarkable, maybe even unbelievable, what Tiger Woods has done over 6 full seasons as a pro. And his 2001 Space Odyssey simply out of this world. 8 worldwide victories, 5 on the PGA Tour, and a second green jacket made him the first man ever to hold all 4 Majors Championship trophies at the same time, the Tiger Slam.
There it is, as grand as it gets.
As time progresses, I think I appreciate what I've accomplished a little bit more. As I've gone on throughout the year, I have gained a greater appreciation for one row. It is a pretty neat accomplishment to be able to say that I've done it. I'm very proud of that.
Proud and honest. After April's latest coronation, about the only sign that the rest of us mere mortals do have maybe one thing in common with this once-in-our-lifetime talent, human frailty.
I was beat that I was starting to get sick on Sunday, and by the time I got home on Monday I had 104 temperature, and I wore my body down pretty hard, and plus don't forget the pollen too. I have allergies like a lot of other people, and it wore my body down. And the stress of competing and under those conditions and in that environment, it definitely wears down your immune system, and yeah, you're pretty tired and pretty worn out and exhausted by the time your final putt goes in on Sunday.
In 2002, what else is new? A month ago, Tiger Woods sent historians back through the pages of time after he won the Bay Hill Classic for a 3rd straight year. The first to win the same PGA event 3 different times. Tiger also became the youngest to win 30 PGA events.
This game is not exactly easy.
What really isn't easy for Tiger is the little things off the course. Take, for instance, Charles Barkley's outlandish remarks in a recent Sports Illustrated story. Sir Charles pretty much accused Augusta National of blatant racism over off-season course changes, a move the former NBA star says is clearly intended to holding that Tiger down.
Charles is being Charles. It's obviously he's one of my best friends, but Charles, as we all know, likes to talk a little bit, and I think that's where he just let it fly probably too much.
Woods has been in touch with Chairman of the Board Hootie Johnson, says he understands perfectly what they're trying to do with the longer layout.
I think what their main concern is that there are kids coming up that hit the ball further than I do, and that these kids are going to be on the tour the next 10 years or so. And I think it's these kids that they're kind of worried about making the golf course obsolete.
And from obsolete to rather obscene, the current stats on Tiger Woods. This numbers crunching project would wear out anybody's hard drive. 41 professional victories worldwide, 9 times he's been a runner-up, 9 majors victories including his 3 U.S. amateur crowns, and career earnings very close to 33 million smackers. This man's already had enough spills and thrills to last 3, 4, maybe 5 more lifetimes. So he should be feeling rather old, considering he's actually 9 years the senior to upstart Ty Tryon.
Yeah, a couple of guys I forgot their names, but some guys have come up to me, and I haven't really been on the tour that long. I've come up to and said, Mr. Woods. That's when I've progressed. And I used to be the young guy out here, and I used to say Mr. to everybody else.
And as this Tiger grows longer in the tooth, so too his wisdom. Woods on being a role model.
If we as a society would all take the initiative instead of just putting on a certain people, I think this place would be a lot better place to live. It's just that we always
let other people do it instead of taking the initiative upon ourselves to make a difference. And if we could just make a difference in one person's lives, then so forth and so on. And I just wish that it wasn't just put on just a select few.
And Tigers' thoughts on September 11 and its effect on the traditionally heated rivalry between USA and Europe.
Unfortunately, it happened, and I think it's going to be a good thing for the Ryder Cup that the edge has been taken off of the term a little bit. I think we're going to see it how it used to be played. And granted, this is a competition between Europe and the United States, but I mean, this is supposed to be a celebration of golf. It's not life or death, and I think that's what a lot of the public and as well as the press make it out to be, and even some of the players. And this is it's not life or death. No one's being held hostage here, and we're going out there and we're supposed to have fun, enjoy competing against the person in your group, and shake hands and let's go have a beer afterwards.
It's incredible.
In Woods' case, make that a fine wine, because we all know his legend will only grow bigger and better with time. The unforgettable, the remarkable, the surely unbelievable Tiger Woods. And how about the understatement of the week, maybe of the year, until further notice? Tiger Woods is the man to beat in any tournament, don't you think?
I agree.
The guy can bring it.
We'll be right back.
Ford Taurus, a top 10 bestseller. It's got power, it's got safety, and now this special limited time offer, $2,500 cash back. That's right, $2,500 cash back on the vehicle rated America's best family sedan. But hurry, $2,500 cash back ends soon. See your neighborhood Ford dealer now.
The Six Flags magic is back. A new season of thrills is yours at Six Flags over Georgia. It's so big, so close. With Superman Ultimate Flight, now you can flat out fly. Plus, the return of aquaphobia and deja vu. Entertainment and excitement for all ages at Six Flags over Georgia, the super park of the South.
My hands speak to me. They tell me secrets. They tell me of time and patience. That is what my hands say.
The all-new Lexus ES 300. A new world of luxury. At Jim Hudson Lexus in Augusta and Columbia.
Welcome back to the show. From the world of big league baseball, the Braves lose again tonight, 7-5 to Philadelphia. The game went 11 innings. Pat Burrell smacks a 2-run home run in the 11th to send the Braves to defeat again.
Well, we've got to go, but before we do, we have one more piece to get you pumped up for round one tomorrow. It's the best plays from last year.
A hole that has plagued him more than any other at the Masters, the 11th, but revenge. Can't play it better than that.
Consecutive birdies for David Duval. He gets to 9 under.
Pulled it right at the hole. Look out! Was that any good?
Look at this. He started it more than 6 feet outside the hole. Funnel effect right into the bottom.
Angel Cabrera for birdie at the 5th. Curls it in to move within 1 of the lead.
He's not had a par today.
And it remains that way. Duval makes it a 3-way tie.
Under pressure.
There it is, as grand as it gets.
What a way to cap it off. Perfect speed, perfect line.
And Tiger has his slam.
Something I never dreamt that I would ever see.
It's a huge hail sale. Little damage means big, big savings. Due to the recent thunderstorm, Bourne Toyota received minor hail damage to part of its inventory. After insurance compensation, Bourne is passing the savings on to you. Our insurance losses your gain. Damage so small you can hardly tell. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own the newer used vehicle you've been wanting. It's a huge hail sale. Little damage means big, big savings. Hurry while they last. Now at Bourne Toyota, Washington Road, just west of I-20, where great deals aren't made. They're Bourne.
Shrimp Fest is on, and you're gonna have fun eating all the shrimp you crave. So bring all your friends, your kids, and your kin to the great little seafood place, Captain D's. Shrimp Fest is hot, Captain D's. Look at all we got.
You'll get it all with D's Classic Shrimp and more, piled high with our mouth-watering bite-sized shrimp.
No reason to be skimping. Come on in and do some shrimping at the great little seafood place, Captain D's, please.
I'm now beginning. Here's my book club.
If they ask me, I'd like to take a look. How about those crazy books they've got? Those new books. New books, new books, new books, new books, new books. Dave's Book Club.
That's right. Thank you very much, Bill. But it's one of those moments. It's a beautiful song, and it would have been great, and he'd have walked out.
I'll tell you something, though. You sang a duet. You may not remember this, but you sang a duet with him.
No, there was no duet. He was not singing. I'm like right here. Let the eagles. Nothing.
I don't know.
No, he spoke one line.
To me, he was singing as Ashcroft. To me.
Oh, we have a 14-year-old boy on the show.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so these are books that I've read, and I'm recommending them to you, and these are my highest recommendation in the new Dave Book Club. So you go out and buy these books, and you'll be a happier, better person. The Queen... Start right there. The Queen of daytime talk shows seems to have a bit of an attitude, as we see from this new offering. Oprah, that's right. First a show, then a magazine, now a damn book. Say what you will about Oprah. That's a good-looking woman.
I think so, too.
Don't kid yourself. Oprah is getting it done, my friend. I don't know if he's just not trying or if he's genuinely out of ideas, but John Grisham fans may be disappointed by his latest book. It's called, I don't know, something about a lawyer from outer space. Kind of giving up. I don't know. Boy, was I disappointed. And then you get like 40 minutes of that legal mumbo-jumbo.
I thought the
Nobody
duet
knows
was
what the guy's
fantastic.
talking about. Huh?
I thought the duet. I think that the two of you should go into the studio, me producing behind the boards, and a duet. Letterman Ashcroft. Don't you think Let the Eagles Soar? I think. I heard a little of it last night, I'm telling you.
Will somebody get me Paul Schaefer on the phone?
Uh-oh.
It's just a joke. Here's the latest in the long line of tell-all books that show us a celebrity's darker side, Osama Dearest, a shocking account of life with Osama written by his beard. Osama bin Laden, written by his beard. I'm still so upset about that John Ashcroft. And like I said, he's going to get you. Judging by her latest novel, popular mystery author Sue Grafton may have lost her gift for suspense. H is for The Husband Did It, as you'll find out on page 342. The interesting thing about this kid, Billy Norris, many of the films he can't go to because he's so young.
Well, how does he do that?
Well, he only reviews the ones he's eligible to go see.
Oh, I see. Okay. PG and
PG,
G-rated.